ஈஸ்வரி திட்டம் போட்டு தான் அண்ணன் மகளை கொண்டு வந்தா
Right. A very good evening and a warm welcome, everyone. So hope I'm clearly audible. You can just use your digital thumbs up and even through the messages as well. I'll open the message for all. Thank you. Thank you for the confirmation. All right. A very good evening and a warm welcome for today's webinar on CICTL, the Cambridge International Certificate in Teaching and Learning. A humble request throughout the session, it would be great that you can have yourself on mute. You can definitely have your cameras on. I'll be happy to see you all, but make sure that you're on mute so that the session goes uninterrupted. And definitely, I know there will be a lot of questions as and when I'm going to discuss a little more pointers. You can parallelly put your questions in the chat. I'll be looking into those questions and I'll be happy to answer all of these questions as well. So good evening and welcome to today's webinar on Cambridge International Certificate in Teaching and Learning. And we are from Educators, Google for Education partner. We update, uplift, upgrade, and upskill the educators. At Educators, we have academic partnerships with Google for Education partner, a Cambridge International Educators partner, a STEM accredited center, Intel Skills for Innovation partner, Autumn Qualified Center, an ASCOM center, and also ATH endorsed program as well. We are India's leading institute to offer instructor-led training courses. Here, we upskill the educators to teach using 21st century pedagogy skills by implementing innovative teaching practices and all other digital tools as well. The goal of the entire upskilling program is to enhance your learning experience and also to improve the learning outcomes as well. We've trained 100,000 plus educators from 20,000 plus schools and colleges from around 25 different countries. Also, we have the largest teacher community on social media with 5 lakh plus followers in India. And we are available on various popular social medias like Insta, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and also X. Now, if you're not following in any of these platforms, kindly follow us because there you do definitely get a lot of updates related to the workshops that we conduct, master classes that we do, and even the regular courses that we do as well. 4.8 on 5 is the rating on Google reviews that's given by 4,000 plus educators across the world. Up Educators also organize international Olympiads for educators. Now, these are subject-wise international Olympiads. It's organized by educators. And the winners of these Olympiads has been covered by various popular medias like Z News, Hindustan Times, Business Narrative, and also the Hindu. And these are the Olympiads that keeps happening annually. Now, if you have not participated, definitely give it a try. It gives a lot more exposure and you are able to check your own competency levels as well. Now, Primary Teachers Olympiad, English, Science, Pre-Primary, Math, Digital, and recently we have introduced International AI for Innovative Teaching Olympiad as well. Up Educator also has great initiatives that we have been doing for the past 2 years. So one such initiative is in partner with Google for Education. We have launched the largest nationwide AI training program to upskill over 10,000 plus educators across India in AI literacy and practical classroom use of AI tools. And another initiative is UpEducator partners with Google for Education to train 20,000 faculty and students across India to build AI-ready campuses aligned with NEP 2020. UpEducator also has built India's first offline AI platform, which is UpEducate AI platform, which is designed for teachers, students, and even parents as well. The platform works completely offline on Intel AI-powered laptops. As we are in association with NASSCOM Future Skills, we are offering advanced AI course for educators, which is accredited by Ministry of Electronics, Government of India as well. And in collaboration with Google, we are aiming to train 20,000 teachers across India on information literacy, because we know that as AI is making harder to distinguish between real and fake information. And this initiative aims to equip the educator with critical skills to identify, verify, and responsibly use AI collected information as well. So now this brings us to the agenda. Now, before we dive into the structure of the Cambridge International Certificate or the Diploma in Teaching and Learning, let's take a moment to look at who this program is really made for. Now, this is something that we as educators do. So anything that, let's say, I want to enroll for this particular course. Now, before enrolling or we start a step ahead, the first question we ask, what is the eligibility criteria? So in this case, who are eligible to enroll for the CICTL or the CIDTL course? Now, you could be an experienced teacher. You might have an experience of 10 plus years or 15 plus years, or at least 2 plus years. You have an experience, basic experience teacher. Then you are eligible for it. You could be from different subject level backgrounds. You could be a CBSE teacher or an ICSE or a state board teacher as well, or even from international school education. So maybe you could be from IGCSE also. You could be a school leader. We are in a leadership position as a coordinator, as a principal or a vice principal, or handling the management, or you could be academic coordinators as well. Or you are a person who is entering into a classroom access as a fresh educator, a completely new educator with classroom access. You could be a curriculum designer as well in that case, or maybe an academic head also. You are a teacher trainer. So you want to become, you are already in an education space. You're teaching for multiple years. Now you want to take into a position of teacher trainer. Then definitely this is a course for you. You are an educator currently working in India, but you're planning to move abroad. Then definitely this is for you as well. So these are the eligibility criteria for which you want to take a step forward for enrolling in CICTL or the CIDTL program. Now let's look at the powerful headlines that's coming across. Now this is from Times of India, which says India now is the second largest host of international schools as parents seek to future-proof kids' future. And 140 plus international schools are opening every year in India, according to Economic Times. So we are able to see how India is rapidly becoming a hub for international school. But what's more even important is the global network behind this particular growth. Now we are able to see that there are now over 10,000 Cambridge schools that's operating in more than 160 countries around the world. So what does this mean for educators like each one of you? So that means we are able to understand there's a huge job opportunities in international school itself. So that's the market itself, as we are able to see, 140 plus schools are opening every year, international schools. So that means definitely there's a huge job opportunity. And international schools definitely offer competitive salaries compared to local institutions as well. And the salaries can definitely be 20 to 100% higher depending upon the location and also the qualifications. Now, if we see the structure of international schools, they emphasize structured schedules and reasonable working hours as well. The class sizes are always smaller, which allows for more personalized teaching and definitely a less stress environment as well. It brings more professional support by providing teaching assistance for your classrooms, the support from coordinators, and a scheduled planner, which is provided by the school as well. There are regular breaks given, wellness policies are employed, and also professional development support is provided by the school itself, because Cambridge schools, the major emphasis is that it focuses on the professional development of the teachers itself. So the professional development support is something Cambridge definitely offers for the teachers. Now, if you are an educator who wants to open your market for the entire globe around, then definitely Cambridge qualifications is available for schools in countries like UAE, Singapore, UK, Malaysia, Australia, and much more as well. And many schools prioritize Cambridge trained teachers. If you are Cambridge trained and if you have the Cambridge certificate, then definitely you are +1 for them, and you are easily available for them as well. And this certificate, the Cambridge certificate, is recognized by international recruiters and various job platforms as well. There are now over 2 million IGCSE students worldwide. So this is a very great opportunity for you as educators to deliver online lessons also internationally. Now, post-COVID, we are able to see that, we are able to observe that there are plenty of online schools also opening. Hope I'm clearly audible, because I'm just seeing a message that I'm not audible properly. A little confirmation could be fine for me. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for that. Right. So that means we know that these online schools are opening in vast areas now currently, and definitely the certification adds more value because you get an opportunity to teach international students worldwide. And why Indian Cambridge certified teachers stand out? Because of your exceptional language skills, and definitely you are cost effective, and the strong subject expertise that you all carry is more added value as well. Right. Now that we have got an idea about what exactly the Cambridge certification is important, why it's important, now how to start it? What is the starting step for you? So first step, how to become internationally qualified teacher. So what are the things that you need to keep in mind? So gain an insight into the role of an international educator. Now, today's session, you will definitely be understanding about the role of an international educator and also understand about the program itself. So enrolling in relevant certification program and professional development course. Now, post the session today, once you have a clear idea about the program of what is CICTL or what is CIDTL, the next step is that enrolling for the course. So once you have enrolled for the course and start creating your portfolio, once you submit your portfolio and get your certificate, you have already built and showcased a strong teaching portfolio for yourself. Now, once your portfolio is ready, you can start exploring the global job portals and also different opportunities that is available for you. Now, let's understand the Cambridge International Qualification. Now, Cambridge International Qualification in Teaching and Learning. Now, why I'm specifying the word teaching and learning over here? Because Cambridge qualifications are available in different terminologies. Now, there is qualification, Cambridge qualification in terms of leadership, in terms of early years, in terms of digital technologies, and these are various other things. Now, for teaching and learning, now from Up Educators, we are offering Cambridge qualification in teaching and learning. And we are providing two divisions. One is only certificate and the other one is the diploma program. Now, altogether, Cambridge qualification in teaching and learning is a prestigious, globally recognized program. Now, by taking up this program, you'll be able to strengthen your professional skills. And as an educator, you'll be able to see how you're transforming your classroom practice entirely. And when this course, once you're starting to understand it, it's not just theory based, because the theory is what is there or what has been published and shared with the people. It's not just in a piece of paper, because these are classroom tested and tried. These are built on research backed principles. So there could be a theory behind Vygotsky's. So it's not that it's just read upon as in paper, but Vygotsky's theory is applied in a classroom. It's done as a research, and based on the research feedback and the built upon principles, the entire course has been created, and the course is built on real world applications. So the course also emphasizes more on active learning, on reflective teaching, and also focuses on continuous improvement. Now, the words active learning, reflective teaching, and also continuous improvement is something that you're going to understand as we proceed with the course, because these are the major factors that Cambridge focuses on a teacher to develop. And once this characteristics is built upon as educator, you will be able to create more dynamic student-centered environment. Now, Cambridge PDQ, which is nothing but professional development qualification, talks about majorly Cambridge teacher standards and also student standards. Now, as a Cambridge educator, there are certain standards that you need to maintain. So 5 standards are generally talked upon: being confident, being responsible, reflective, and innovative. So these are the standards that it's been talked about. Now, what exactly is this Cambridge teacher standard? As an educator, the first step is that you're being responsible. Now, the responsibility here doesn't mean that you're responsible for your own work, but making sure that you are being responsible to focus on creating a learner-centered classroom and also bring in an ethical approach of your classroom environment as well. So that is what responsibility means here. Focusing on bringing a learner-centered classroom. So you're not responsible for your own work, but you're responsible for the learners entirely, and implementing the ethical approach to make sure the classroom is always learner-centered. Now, once you are able to bring out the responsibility in you, slowly confidence develops as well. So you're able to bring out that confidence in you. Start designing your curriculum as per to bring out the learner-centered focus, because you know your classroom has to be learner-centered. Now, how that can be applied? Once you start designing your curriculum, keeping in center as your learners. Now, the curriculum design is ready. You will now know how to plan your instructions. So the 40-minute of lesson of mine today, this is how I'm going to do my lessons. So you'll be able to do a very, very clear instruction planning as well entirely. So that is how you're developing your confidence in bringing out the curriculum design and also instruction planning. All right, now that you have developed your confidence of how to plan your instructions, how to design your curriculum, now that can be implemented with the help of technology. Because even as per NEP 2020, we all know how implementing technology plays a very important role as well. And that when you start implementing technology in your instruction plans and even the curriculum designs, your classroom becomes more innovative. So traditional teaching methodologies are not preferred anymore. We know that to make the students engaged, various digital medias has to be introduced. Then that means your instructions become more and more innovative and you're able to implement a creative pedagogy as well. Once you are doing all of this, reflection comes in place. Now, what exactly is a reflection? It's a self-assessment that you're doing for yourself and for your classroom. Today's 40-minute of my class, what did I do? So once you end the class and return back to the room, so what is the question that you should be asking yourself? So this was my plan. Was I able to complete everything as per my plan today? Or was this something that went just completely out of way, or that was not in my plan? This is something that happened. So a lot of self-assessment, you start doing it. And why that is important? That is what reflection is all about. And that's more important to be a Cambridge teacher itself. Now, once you start asking questions, you will be parallelly assessing yourself, what you have done for your class, and even without you realizing, you're also checking your learners as well. So what was the children doing when I was doing this? Were they distracted or were they motivated during this particular task that I implemented today? So you're understanding your learners also more during this self-assessment and during the reflection time. Let's say during one of the tasks which you thought would really go well on that particular day, but it didn't go well because there were a lot of interruption, distractions by your students. So what could be the next step that you need to do? So you're also going to plan an action to be done. You don't want interruptions in your class, because as educators, we know how much time is important in completing the course also. So that means you need to now take an action to make sure these kinds of interactions doesn't happen at any point of time. So what kind of action should I take to prevent those kinds of interruptions? If one of the student is always interrupted, then what action should I take? Do I need to have a differentiated instruction for that particular child? So you're doing a research now. That is all what reflection means. Now, these are the four major teacher standards Cambridge talks about. But apart from that, there is one more teacher standard which lies at the center of all of these four, which is engagement. Now, only when there is collaboration, all of this can happen smoothly. And when all of this again happens along with collaboration, there's definitely a professional growth that happens within yourself as well. So this is the Cambridge Teacher Standard. And when completing the CICTL course, you will be able to see all this in yourself and you will turn out as a very confident teacher once you complete the course itself. Because when you're doing the course itself, you're going to understand how to approach all of this in detail. So let's quickly see the benefits of Cambridge qualification. Now, Cambridge qualification is recognized across global education system because of the innovative teaching practices it carries, because of the high, like the major career growth opportunities it has, and the high academic standards it follows. As I showed you, now these are teacher standards. Similarly, there are learner standards as well. So because of the high academic standards, this is more recognized. And it is more flexible and adaptable framework. Now, one misconception is that Cambridge tells you to follow some frameworks, which is something that could be better. Now, what happens is that educators generally misunderstand that Cambridge asks us to rigorously follow this, but my school follows a different pattern. That's not the case. Cambridge framework itself is entirely more flexible and more adaptable as per your school academic standard that you are following. And this is, again, more of a global teaching perspective that you will understand. Now, you could be a teacher from CBSE background or ICSE or even a state board teacher as well. Now, here, the first thing is that it definitely bridges, the Cambridge qualification bridges the gap between traditional and global pedagogies. And it also strengthens the classroom strategies using active learning and assessment for learning. So, which is your formatives that happens throughout your classroom sessions as well. And Cambridge qualification also focuses on activity-based and experiential learning as per the NEP requirements. When you understand the Cambridge qualification, you will also learn to design effective lessons, which is aligning with CBSE's focus on holistic education and also the subject competencies which comes in place. Now, you are a CBSE teacher or an ICSE or even a state board teacher. Now, you're preparing yourself for more of an international role or even for hybrid roles as well, because this gives you a chance to move to international schools, or even in your school itself, you are more eligible to take upon leadership roles as well. You could be a teacher from Cambridge qualification or Cambridge board already. Now, you're a teacher who's already into Cambridge board. Now, how this could be beneficial for you? Getting this certificate, because here you are already aware of the teacher standards. Now, getting an awareness about it is not going to give you an impact, give you a great understanding about it, but this course is going to deepen your understanding about the Cambridge learner and teacher attributes. And as a Cambridge educator, you know the stress on assessment in line with Cambridge curriculum goals. Now here, the course will deepen your understanding on the assessment goals, and you'll be able to design exactly a similar type of assessment as per the Cambridge curriculum goals. You'll be able to improve your effectiveness in lesson planning, implementing differentiation, and also feedback in your classrooms. And this certificate will facilitate a promotion within your Cambridge schools as well. Now, if you're a teacher from IB board, now with respect to IB board, we all know how inquiry-based learning plays a very important role. Now, again, Cambridge also puts a lot of stress on bringing out inquiry-based approach in the classrooms as well. Because here, it deepens the understanding of teaching methodologies. It gives more focus on learner-centered approaches entirely. And when you want to do the learner-centered focused classroom, then curriculum implementation is something that has to be done as such. So Cambridge again brings supports for curriculum implementation. It definitely enhances the assessment skills, what you're following even in IB board as well. It promotes the reflection and as well as the collaboration within your school environment. It improves the ICT integration because as I showed you in the Cambridge Teacher Standard, implementation of technology plays a very important role. So ICT integration happens very smoothly. And definitely this also boosts career development as well. Now, quickly, let me show you the curriculum structure of CICTL, that means Cambridge International Certificate in Teaching and Learning. There are 3 modules for Cambridge qualification in teaching and learning. Now, these are the 3 modules to complete the entire diploma program. Now, for example, you want to do only CICTL, that means only the certificate you want to complete. You can just do only first module of the program, which is CICTL. So if a candidate completes only module 1, and they will be getting the certificate from CICTL. Now, if a candidate wants to do a complete diploma program, then module 2 and module 3 also has to be completed. So which is called as diploma in teaching and learning from Cambridge itself. So 3 modules are there. So only the first module is certificate, second and third module, it's a diploma program. And each of these modules are divided in this 150 hours, and every module 150 hours time frame is being spent. Now that 150 hours time frame for each module is split into 350 hours. The first 50 hours is called guided learning. Now, guided learning is the session. Let's say that you are enrolling with UP educators for the course of CICTL or for CIDTL. And we do have academic sessions where we will be teaching you what the course units, the modules, everything. So that is your guided learning session where you're taking classes with the program leader. And program leader is a person who is accredited by the Cambridge itself, who plans and design the entire course. Now here, when you have enrolled with a center and you're taking up the course, that becomes guided learning, which is for 50 hours. So for 50 hours of class will be happening. The next 50 hours is called work-based learning. Now, what exactly is a WBL? The time that you're spending at your workplace. Now, in this case, workplace is your school. Now, the time that you're spending at your school to implement what you have learned in your guided learning. That is your WBL. So let's say today's GL, the guided learning session was all about metacognition. Now, in your workplace, in your school, now you want to implement and try metacognitive strategies in your classroom. So that is what WBL is all about. So there you will also be discussing what you have learned with your mentor and with your peers and everyone. The next is individual and collaborative learning, which we call as ICL. That is the next 50 hours. It's more of your self-learning moment. You might read a research paper. You might be writing the assignments that we provide you, or you're preparing your portfolios. All of this comes under the ICL category. Now, there will be others also who will be enrolled along with you. Now, you can actually have a discussion with other candidates also related to the topics, do a combined learning sessions as well. So all of this happens in the ICL part of it. So 150 hours for every module, and each module is divided into 350 hours. Right. Now let's break down the topics on CICTL and CIDTL. Now, with respect to CICTL, that means the certificate program is for 4 months. So where you'll understand the core principles of teaching and learning. You'll improve your daily classroom practices using reflective teaching. You'll also develop the skills in lesson planning and student engagement as well. And finally, you'll gain an internationally recognized teaching certificate. The next 8 months, that means your module 2 and module 3, that means the diploma program. So you'll deepen your understanding in curriculum design and in assessment. You'll not only, now when it comes to diploma program, it's more of a research-based environment it is. So you're not just focusing on your growth alone, but you are now focusing to implement it in your entire school as well to improve the learning outcomes. And you will start taking a lead position to show an improvement in the teaching and learning practices. You are also eligible to take on mentorship roles in your schools and also leadership within your school itself. And this can be achieved by applying evidence-based strategies. It's a humble request, kindly do not annotate on the screen. Yeah. Right. So let's now break down module 1 alone. In module 1, what exactly you will be learning. Now, module 1 topic is called as exploring teaching and learning. So this is the name of the module, which you will sign up for the certificate program. So in the certificate, as candidates, you will have the opportunity to understand principles of learning and teaching, and then apply those understanding in your own teaching practice. So that's the first step that you will do. And next, articulate your own personal theory of learning. Now, for example, you are a person who applies a lot of constructivist approach in your classroom. So then that means this is your own personal theory of learning. Now, you will be able to articulate the theory much deeper. Then you will also learn how to design the lessons using coherent learning activity methods, which focuses more on active learning approach and active learning teaching as well. Then you'll use different approaches to teaching and learning so that the learners are able to learn effectively and retain the information for a long period of time. And when you're doing all of these things, you're also parallelly understanding to develop your reflective practices skills as well. Because when you are reflecting, you're evaluating yourself and you're developing your own practice and implementing in your classroom. So it's not everything you're individually doing. You can achieve the certificate with the support of your peers, with the support of a mentor throughout the course as well. Now, module 1 is divided into 3 units. So module 1 is the topic for certificate, under which there are 3 units you will be learning. The first unit is understanding the basic principles of learning and teaching. The second unit is teaching an effective lesson, and the third unit is teaching effective lessons. Under each unit, now you're seeing A, B, C, D as subdivisions. These are your LOs, the learning outcomes. So every unit has its own learning outcome. So as educators, we are all aware of the term learning outcomes. What exactly you're going to understand from this particular unit? What is the outcome? So that's what these are. So every unit has its own learning outcome. And by the end of every unit, this is what you're going to achieve. So in unit 1, if you see, there are 4 LOs. So first LO, you will focus on understanding of how people learn. So because understanding the basic principles of learning and teaching means we need to understand our learners. How we know every learners are unique. How everyone learns, it varies from person to person. So the first step of your CICTL program itself, understanding people, how they learn. And then we'll understand the key characteristics of effective teachers and also effective teaching as well. Now that you know how people learn, now for you being an effective teacher, what should be the characteristics for you to bring out a great teaching and also effective teaching as well? Then we will understand the concepts of assessments, its different types, the principles and methods behind it. The different strategies to implement various assessments also is something that you'll be learning. And then finally, to create an effective lesson, what are the key features that needs to be there? So for example, if I think about an effective lesson, the key features, well, some key features could be definitely active learning strategies to be implemented. Differentiated instruction has to be there. Assessments has to be implemented. So these are some key features. So similarly, there are plenty more. So what are the key features necessary to have an effective lesson? So this unit 1 is entirely understanding. So It might seem more theoretical, but there is a lot of observation and reflection will also happen in this unit. Then coming to unit 2, now that we have understood majorly every element of the lesson, every element of being an effective teacher, it's time to apply it. So here in unit 2, you will plan a lesson itself with clear aims and objectives. So creating a lesson plan with aims and objectives, which also gives a coherent structure, is important. And you'll not only plan, you'll teach that exact lesson in your classroom. Implementing active learning strategy. In unit 2, implementing active learning strategies is important in the classroom. Then after teaching the lesson, you will assess that particular lesson. You'll evaluate, you'll reflect on it. And by collecting the feedback from your mentor or from your peer, and then you will develop your reflective practice. Now, all the feedbacks that you have attained in unit 2, you're going to apply it in unit 3. Now, from unit 2 to unit 3, you should be able to show a growth that you have been able to get by moving on to unit 3. So now in unit 3, you will plan multiple lessons. It's a coherence of lessons that you will be doing. And you will teach one of the lesson and again get it observed, collect feedback and evaluate and develop your reflective practice. Now here in unit 3, differentiation is stressed upon a lot. How in unit 2, active learning is practiced more. In unit 3, differentiation and formative assessments also plays a major role as well. So these are unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, which all completes your module 1, or I can say which completes your certificate program. So once you complete all these 3 units, how will you get your certificate? That's the next step. So here, Cambridge has given certain documents for you to complete for every unit, which together is called as a portfolio. So you will be submitting a portfolio to Cambridge, which Cambridge evaluates to give you the grade. Now, what are the documents we'll see, and then we'll see how it has to be submitted as well. Now, there are 3 units we saw just now. In first unit is all about understanding. As I told you, you're playing a role of an observer here. So you'll observe another teacher's class and you will give a feedback for that particular class. So that is your unit 1. So here, and for every unit, every documents that you see here, Cambridge gives you a template. Cambridge gives you the document in which you're going to fill out all the details. So that's how it is. You're not going to give a random document. You have to complete this in Cambridge exam template only. So every document will be given to you by the program leader itself, and you should be submitting it on it. So here for unit 1, it's one document, which is the observation feedback form or observation visit form, because you have visited another teacher's class. And in unit 2, you are creating a lesson plan on Cambridge template. You're teaching the exact lesson and you will get it observed by your mentor. Now, the mentor who is observing needs to give the feedback for your class, and the lesson plan and the feedback given, both of that has to be in the Cambridge template. So that is your portfolio document for unit 2. Unit 3, again, you will create a lesson plan, get the feedback of it. Along with that, there is one more interesting document which is called as teaching activity log. So in your unit 3, it's a coherent scheme of lesson. It's a sequence of lesson. So we know as educators, one unit or one chapter cannot be completed in a single day. You might complete a chapter in 5-6 days. So on that 5-6 days, you might have done different activities related to that chapter. So that is what your teaching activity log is all about. So let's say you're teaching fractions. And for fractions, you have taken 5 days to complete fractions. On day 1, when you introduced fractions, what was the activity you did? Maybe you might have done a hands-on activity or a KWL activity. So what was the purpose of this activity? And what did you learn from doing this activity? Why did you choose this activity? So the log will cover the sequence of activities that you did for your unit 3. And it should also tell how it was sequenced, why you chose that activity, why it is relevant for your classroom, and by doing that activity, what was your understanding and learning. So it's a most interesting document as well, which is something, again, you need to complete it in the Cambridge template. So these are the documents that goes as a portfolio. And altogether, this is called as evidence of practice, as you can see, because these are practiced documents. Apart from evidence of practice, there are two more things. One is called evidence of learning and evidence of reflection. We'll come there. But before that, let's also understand the diploma program. Now, module 1 we have seen, which is only the certificate program. Now, module 2 and 3 is what the diploma program entirely. So to complete the diploma program, there are two modules, module 2 and module 3. So module 2 is teaching and learning in action, and where you're applying all those theories, strategies in real teaching situations. And you'll also plan and deliver multiple lessons with clear learning objectives. Here also you'll be implementing observation, feedback, reflection to improve your teaching. And finally, you will evaluate those teaching on your learners. Then module 3 is entirely developing professional practice. Now, this is where the research comes in place. You will deepen your understanding of professional teaching practices. And as I told you, this is more of a research-based element. You'll investigate an area of your practice through practitioner inquiry. You will implement changes based on findings from classroom research, and also you will develop your reflective and research-informed practitioner as well. Now, module 2 and module 3, these are the different LOs, the learning outcomes that is given focus on. Now, module 2, if you see, there are like closer to 6 learning outcomes, and similarly for module 3, where you'll plan a coherent scheme of lessons, again, create lesson plans, and also, you will understand and use formative assessment and feedback to progress the learner's learning as well. And similarly for module 3, you will be able to develop your entire professional practice. So like as I told you, let's say you want your area of weakness is assessment. Creating an effective assessment is something that you want to do it as a research. And based on that inquiry, you want to implement many things in your classroom. That is what is your research, and that's what you will be able to do in your module 3. And picking up on that practitioner inquiry, you will learn how to create different lessons and how to apply those in your classroom, collect feedback from peers, collect feedback from your learners, and accordingly, you will collect plenty of data. Has this inquiry changed my way of teaching, or has it given me an improvement from the data that I have collected? So it's more of a research when it comes to module 3. And you're not doing only in your classroom, you're also doing it, let's say you're from math department, and you can apply it in your entire math department of various grades as well. So you're doing it for your entire school to improve the learners' outcomes. Now for module 2 and module 3, these are the portfolio documents of evidence of practice. So for evidence of practice, these are the portfolio documents which we will be submitting, which is a scheme of learning, 2 lesson plans, 2 feedback forms, and there is also learning activity form and formative assessment activity form. That's for module 2. Now for module 3, like as I told, it's more of a research. But here also you will have 1 lesson plan, 1 feedback form. And here, earlier for module 1 and module 2, the feedback form was from only the mentor who observed, and or maybe the peer who observed. Now here, the feedback you will collect even from your learners as well. So you'll be giving a feedback form to your learners and collecting what kind of feedbacks they are giving, because this is more of a research approach that I already told you. You will create a presentation of your initial finding. Like as I told you, your inquiry is all on assessment. So you'll create a presentation on that finding as well. And you'll create a summary of a collaborative learning. Now, as I told you, you're not doing this research and trying and testing only in your classroom, but it's for your entire school. Ms. Sandhya, I would really request you to hold on till I end the session for the questions, because it would be difficult if I start answering questions, many of them might come up. We'll not be able to end the session on time. So it's my request to hold on till I end the entire session. Then you will also develop a professional development form as well. Now that we have, you have understood, you have made your own research. Based on the research, what is going to be your professional development plan? So you'll write a detailed professional development plan as well. So each module and each unit in the CICTL and CIDTL program is a journey that we have here. It's not like we cannot say that once one unit is completed, it's all done. Definitely not. it's a journey. So one unit is carry forwarded to another unit and you're applying it at different places. So it starts with a learning outcome, which means what you're expected to learn or be able to do. To help you focus with respect to every learning outcome, Cambridge gives you key questions for every learning outcome. So because if I see learning outcomes, it is actually a vast statement. It's a big statement under. So to make you achieve that learning outcome, to make you reach that learning outcome with good success criteria, Cambridge gives you these key questions connecting to every learning outcome. So each learning outcome will have 4 to 5 different key questions. So that key questions will help you understand the context in depth. For example, let's say for one of the LOs, these could be the key questions. Why do students learn better in groups? Or what makes a lesson effective? So these kinds of, when you see these kinds of questions, it's really easier for you to focus on that particular alignment itself. Now that we have seen evidence of practice portfolio documents, there are 2 other documents, which is your major writing document for your portfolio, which is called as EOL and EOR, evidence of learning and evidence of reflection. These are very important documents. Or otherwise, I can say this is your major essay writing in your Cambridge portfolio itself. Because see, Cambridge is not going to come to your class and observe whether you are implementing everything what you have understood from the course. It can understand based on what you are writing only. So these are the writings that you are going to do based on your entire understanding of the course, being it CICTL or CIDTL itself. Now, evidence of learning and evidence of reflection, every unit, like for example, if we see CICTL, there are 3 units. So every unit will have its own EOL question and EOR questions. It could be 2 or sometimes it could be 3, depending upon it. So you need to answer this evidence of learning and evidence of reflection questions based on the word limits as well. So there will be word limits given like 400 words, 800 words, or 600 words. Within that word limit, you have to complete those documents. So evidence of practice is your portfolio document. Along with that, EOL and EOR also will be given. So all these 3 will together form your portfolio. And this portfolio we will be sending to Cambridge. Cambridge has its own rubric, which is called as assessment criteria. Based on the assessment criteria, Cambridge assesses your module, being it module 1 or module 2 and 3. So how does Cambridge does the assessment now? It is doing it through the e-portfolio of evidence that we are going to send. So our e-portfolio is built with EOP, EOL, and EOR. So altogether, it's a single portfolio. And we are going to submit it to the Cambridge examiners. And that we will be doing it from the center's end. So our educators will be sending it to the Cambridge. And the forms that we will be sharing. So exactly these are the forms that you should be writing in. All that the center will be giving it to you. To achieve that success in your portfolio, it's important that you start maintaining a reflective journal right from the very beginning itself. So once you start the course, from the very first day, we encourage the candidates to have maintain a reflective journal where you capture your thoughts, you put on your strategies after every lessons and activities. Because this helps you to have a track of your teaching progress over the time. And once you start looking back, you yourself can actually have a good reflection as well, because this reflective journal will build the habit of reflection to support your long-term professional. Now, let me introduce our program leader and the mentors for the program. Mentors are nothing but the trainers for the program here. At App Educators, Ms. Manju Bogar is the program leader for both CICTL and CIDTL program. She has been the former principal and director of national and international schools in Mumbai. She is a Google certified trainer, Microsoft certified trainer, Nearpod certified trainer. And also she has been an ICF coach, a leadership coach, along with robotics, coding, and innovative teaching practices. So she is the program leader who takes care of designing it and working on with the candidates in submission of their portfolios. Now, the trainers of the program, they will be teaching you about the course and how to work on with your portfolio. She's Miss Mary. She has over 20 years of national and international experience in education. She's conducted 150 plus professional development sessions for 4,000 plus teachers across IB, IGCSE, CBSE, and ICSE boards as well. The past roles had been she had been an academic head at Life Educare, a program leader and faculty for CIDTL, a program coordinator and associate faculty for PGDE at Indus Training Research Institute, Bangalore. She here is Ms. Nishita Rani. She has been an ex-vice principal CBS Bangalore. She's also a teacher, trainer, and mentor. And she is a Google certified educator, a curriculum development program leader for primary IGCSE. She holds a bachelor's in commerce and a diploma in preschool education and a postgraduate diploma in international education and diploma in professional practices and studies. I myself here, I'm Aarti, and I basically am a math facilitator for past 9+ years experience, and also had led as a coach with respect to the math education. And I also carry different certifications with respect to Cambridge. I'm a Cambridge certified mentor along with Cambridge certification in certificate and also diploma program as well. Now here, I'll be the major POC for the CICTL program and the CIDTL program. And as I have an experience also in teacher training and professional development, along with various other digital tools like Google Suite and Canva or Edpuzzle or many other AI-powered training routes. Now, this is the exact hard copy of the certificate that you will be receiving once you clear your portfolio. And this is not as a digital copy sent to you. This is a hard copy that will be sent to you from Cambridge, along with whether you have received a distinction or a pass or a fail. So 2 certificates you will be getting. One is the certificate and the other one is the statement of result. So 2 certificates will be sent to you for which module you have entered, what is the module title, what is the result, and which series you have made the submission as well. Now, let me just give you the training highlights, how the training happens in UP Educators. So UP Educators training is trusted by 25,000 plus educators. Here, we are actually implementing innovative teaching practices along with digital AI tools as well. There is an expert mentorship that's given for those candidates who are enrolling for Cambridge program. And these mentors are Cambridge certified mentors and who also have experience in teaching professionals as well. The training is more comprehensive and there's a complete guidance given on the Cambridge qualification and teaching strategy. So the 4-month of CICTL, the entire course is going to be very, very comprehensive with a lot of internal assignments to make sure that your portfolio is up to the Cambridge standards. Along with the Cambridge qualification, Cambridge course, you will also be given other courses also as a part of your enrollment. You'll be able to attend plenty of master classes that we offer. So master classes happens for subject wise, for digital tools, for AI, Canva. There are plenty of master classes we keep conducting and you will be able to join those master classes at any point of time. And so this is the training program details, as you can see. CICTL. Now, if you want to enroll for the certificate program alone, it's a 4-month program. The program is for twice a week. 8:30 to 10 will be the timing. And the training happens by a certified trainer, Cambridge certified trainer. Along with Cambridge course, you will also be able to attend the additional master classes. It could be on digital tools or innovative teaching practices and multiple other master classes that we keep conducting. Along with CICTL program, you can also take one more additional course for which you need not additionally pay or pay separately because that is coming under your fees itself. So you can either enroll for Google Certified Educator course or AI Advanced AI for Educators course. So we give you either of these options. So based on your interest, you can enroll for any of them. Now the fee for Cambridge alone will be 49,900. Now the Cambridge examination fee is alone 30,000. So which is included in that 49,900. And the Google training or the AI training, if you want to, if whichever you're preferring, that fees is also included in that 49,900. So you're not going to pay that additionally. So this is for CICTL program. Now, if you're enrolling, if you want to do the diploma program entirely, you want to attain a diploma certificate, then it's going to be a 12-month course. So first 4 months for certificate and the next 8 months for diploma program. And that also happens twice a week, but that will be a 2-hour session. Diploma, when you reach module 2 and 3, it will be a 2-hour program twice a week. And here also it is the same. You'll be able to attain all the master classes that we do keep conducting. An additional certificate, both of these courses you're eligible to take, Google certified course and AI course, both of these courses you can take it with us. So the fees is also mentioned over here, which includes a Cambridge examination fee, along with the additional 2 course fees is also coming under the same as well. So these are pictures of our cohort 1, our very first batch of last year, and where was during the very first session, our orientation session, and this is how the training session happens. So writing is a major part, as I told you. Your evidence of learning and evidence of reflection is majorly essay writing. So you cannot have a casual writing. It has to be more professional, more formal. So and many of us are not aware of how to professionally write. So Cambridge doesn't do this, but we from Up Educators are also providing an additional session on academic writing separately. Now that's a 10 sessions, closer to 10 sessions we will be having only for academic writing separately. So you will have a good understanding of how to effectively write your portfolio. And then we have a training session. That means your module training will also happen. During the module training, we will have plenty of group discussion activities also. It will be more of active learning strategies that's practiced in the course entirely. So you'll be having breakout room sessions in a way where you might be given a topic and the entire group will be discussing and presenting, or we will be giving a report. You will be doing a research on it and coming out with a report as well. So there will be plenty of active learning strategies that keeps happening throughout. And apart from that, we do also keep meeting one-on-one with the candidates to understand the challenges that they face or any other support they might need from Up Educators. And we do keep doing a lot of mentor-mentee meetings as and when required as well.
Of enrichment.
Right. And and we are also happy to share the Hall of Fame from our previous cohort who have received various distinctions. So these are the candidates who have received distinctions, and these are the candidates who receive pass as well. So the next cohort will be not this March, but like every few months, we are starting different cohorts. Now, if you are interested, you can definitely let us know. I'll be sharing the form in some time. I'll be attaching the feedback form also in the chat in some time. Now, quickly, I'll walk you through the other courses that we offer at Up Educators. Now, if you are a person who want to understand about technology for the classroom, then we have Google Certified Educators course, Google Certified Trainer course, AI course for educational leadership, advanced AI course for educators, and also online teaching course as well. So these are different courses with respect to technology. Now, if you're interested in CICTL, then definitely you can enroll. I mean, you'll be able to get these 2 courses by default, and which gives a vast understanding of how you can apply it in your classroom in your day-to-day practices as well. Now, with respect to understanding of, I'm so sorry. Yeah, with respect to pedagogy, then we have courses with CICTL and CIDTL. So today's session was entirely about it. And we have Innovative Teaching Practices course, which is an AT endorsed program. We also have a program for instructional design course as well. Now, if you want to become future ready with STEM courses, then we have STEM Certified Teacher course. We have Drone for Educators course and a STEM Robotics course for educators as well. And if you're an educator from pre-primary wing, then we have courses. These are government approved certificate courses, ECCE, NTT, and also Montessori teacher training courses. So for more details, you can always visit upeducators.com to understand much more in depth about each of these courses. Now, if you're interested, like as I mentioned, I'm just going to share the form with you all now, and which you can fill it out. There you can mention maybe you want to have a discussion about the particular course. Then our team will reach out to you and they will be also able to provide you many more details related to the program as well. So just give me a second. CICD is also board. It's Cambridge approved, right? It is a Cambridge globally approved program. It's not a board approved from India. It's a globally approved program from UK, Cambridge University. Okay, and just 2 minutes, I'm just sharing the form in the chat. I can see some questions also in the chat, so kindly give me a second. I'll just share it in some time. I'll just look into those questions and I'll keep answering them. Right. So I'm just sharing the feedback form. Please make sure that you are filling it out. And if you still have any questions or you want to speak to the team and understand about the course more in detail also, you're most welcome as well. And you can get to know about it. Does it work in case of PGDC? Pratibha, it would be great if you could just fill the form and just mention this. And you can just talk to the team to, clarify all these questions as well. Which one is better, CTL or CI detail? Rashmi, that's a good question. Now, I'll just put this question to you again. What is your future goal? Are you, visually seeing yourself in a position of a leader? Is that your future goal? Then diploma would be the best choice. If you're looking on for like maybe just a short term, improvement or just a short-term approach, just looking upon jumping one position ahead, then CICTL should also be fine. If you're really aiming for leadership position, then diploma will be the best. Hope I have answered your question. And the recordings will be shared with you all. Thank you so much that there are, many wonderful feedbacks you all are given. I am glad that I was able to provide the information with as much details as possible. Okay, Rashmi, so then all the best for you. So definitely CI detail will be the program for you. So we'll be looking forward to meet you in my program. Mihir, I'm not sure what you're asking to share. If it's the form link, I'm just attaching it again. All right. Are the classes conducted in certificate? Every classes are conducted online only. Okay. Jayalakshmi, okay, happy to have you for our PG NTT program. Now, if you're interested for the CI detail program, then definitely you can, CICTL or CI detail, you can let the team know. They will get in touch with you and accordingly, they can plan for how the enrollment can happen. All right, thank you so much. If there aren't any questions, I think we can wind off. And if you still feel that there are some questions you have, you can always put it in our form. Our team will definitely get in touch. Can we start anytime? Yes, Jayrani, you can start anytime. Both can be done in the same year. Jayalakshmi, I would just give my honest opinion because say, like as I told you, CICTL is a 4-month program. CI detail is a 8-month program. Now CICTL, let's say you have to be very vigorous on that. You have to be very, very focused on completing it on time. If you complete on time, definitely it can be completed in a year. But I hardly see that persons can complete in 1 year. It at least takes 1.5 years. Okay. So because that's a time frame we need to give for reflection also. What if we are not able to give any assessment as we are working? Yes, definitely you will get extra time. So it's not that everybody will be able to complete in 4 months time frame, right? So you can take your time. But I would suggest once you start a course, try to complete within 1 year, being it CICTL or CI detail, because you will be able to retain as much information as possible. Okay. Yes, you can start anytime as well. You're ready to do late urgency. Okay, that's fine. But if you're interested, you can just hold your seat and maybe you will be enrolled but you can start it in the upcoming batch because currently we have started a new batch. The next batch, we will start it after 4 months only. So if you're interested, you can definitely let our team know about it. Can we do our classes in the evening? Atya Zahir, our classes happens only in the evening. We don't have any morning sessions because we know educators, the courses are for educators. The courses are for teachers who are working. So we know teachers come back from school and we give time for them. So that is why our sessions all are from either 8 to 10 or 8:30 to 10. Yes, you will get the recordings. Either. So if it is a diploma program, it's from 8 to 10 o'clock. If it's the certificate program, it's 8:30 to 10. And weekly 2 classes. That would vary which days we might not be sure the batch days because that will vary from one batch to another. Thank you so much, Atya. 8 to 10 is very nice. That's amazing. Yes, because we know as educators, you will be occupied for the entire day in school. You need to come back to home and take some rest. So that's the reason we keep all our sessions at this time frame. And okay, I'm just seeing if we complete CICTL and if we are interested in CIDTL, will there be reduction in fee structure? So I'm not, I mean, I don't know your name. I am just reading the name Zoom user. In this case, it's better that you enroll for CIDTL completely, so the fees will be reduced. Yes. So your fee structure will be different for that. I have a master's in education, so I was wondering whether this course would offer anything beyond what I already studied during my master's program. So, Shmita, this is a very great question. Yes, people have masters in education. People have even done doctorate as well, but this course it will give you a different pedagogical approach overall, as it's focusing on more global standards entirely. So it's not going to be more theoretical, because as and when you're discussing on something, you're also parallelly going to apply in your classroom. It's more of tried and tested, and you will try and test it yourself. So it's not theory that you're going to read from a book or paper or just listen to us passively. You're going to test it at your end. So that's how practical it's going to be. Do you also include guidance on platforms like Toddle for lesson plans? We have separate digital tool sessions, Darshana, for those. So you'll be able to, you can attend that if, I mean, and there you will be understanding various other digital tools for this. Can we get the recording? Yes, recording will be there. This course supports a placement. Now for that, team is working on it. You can get in touch with the team for the same. Which one you think is better for me, as I have done MCA and B.Ed? Atya, I would request you to fill in the form for the team to contact you, because through a call, we will be able to explain you better. And Rashmi, I would recommend you the same as well. So is B.Ed better or CIDTL? Now, if you ask me like this, B.Ed is more of theoretical approach where there's no time for you to try and test. Diploma program, it's more of a research as well, and you will get a lot of hands-on experience also. This course is different from TEFL and TESOL course, yes. Renu, in that case, maybe you can enroll now, but once you complete your master's course, then you can start with the lessons. That's something that you can do. When we plan to do diploma, it's a mandatory complete certification. That depends from person to person, Sheriff. So fill in the form, talk to our team. They will be able to clarify which is better for you, either the certificate or the diploma. As a language teacher, which will be suitable for me, Abhiramavali, in this case, go for CICTL first, and then you can continue doing diploma. This course supports placement opportunities, because we have heard from our previous cohort, once even they have completed only the certificate, not even diploma, after completing certificate, they have received plenty of placement offers from international schools as well. So definitely yes, that keeps happening. Syed, is this equivalent to B.Ed? It's more than B.Ed, I would say. Okay. Hope I have clarified all the questions that has been here so far, and happy to have you all here. And I believe that I was able to give a deeper understanding of what CICTL and CIDTL is all about. Kindly fill in the form, enter the details, and get in touch with our team. They'll be happy to help you more about which is the better qualification for you, either certificate program or the diploma program. And we'll be happy to see you all in my CICTL and CIDTL programs. Thank you and all the best. I'm looking forward to see you all again. Have a great day.